Wow, you guys sent in some seriously interesting stuff about what's happening in the world of AI. It seems like every day there's a new model or some groundbreaking hardware, and people are finding really clever ways to use it all. So for this deep dive, we're going to cut through all the noise and zero in on what matters most, the advancements and trends that are shaping the future of AI, and, well, probably how you and I will be interacting with it.
Yeah, no doubt. The field is moving so fast. Picking out the signals from all that noise, that's the real challenge. And it's honestly pretty exciting.
Absolutely. Okay, so let's jump right in. One of the things that really caught my eye is this whole idea of AI agents actually working together. Google and DeepMind just released their agent-to-agent protocol, A2A. So what's the big deal with that?
Well, think of it this way. Up until now, most AI agents have been kind of like solo artists, brilliant in their own right, but working mostly independently. A2A, and it's designed to complement MCP and work alongside other protocols like the one from Anthropic, basically lays down a common language for AI agents to communicate and collaborate.
So a way for them to chat and swap information and what get stuff done together.
Exactly. With A2A, each agent has an agent card, like a resume, that lists its capabilities. The protocol then defines how they can team up on tasks, ensures secure interactions through enterprise auth, and even incorporates observability and streaming. That means we can actually monitor what these agents are doing in real time and get instant updates.
That makes sense. So it's not just about individual agents getting smarter. It's about building entire AI systems that can tackle much more complex problems by working as a team.
Right. Think about it. You could have specialized AI agents for different parts of a project, all coordinating, sharing information, learning from each other. That opens up some really amazing possibilities in terms of what AI can achieve. And Google's Agent Development Kit, the ADK, well, that's the toolkit for making these collaborative agents a reality.
Okay, so AI teamwork, that's definitely something to watch. But let's talk about raw power for a second. We've seen a flood of new models hit the scene, and some of them are mind-blowing. Google's got their Gemini 2.5 Flash, and 2.5 Pro is now in deep research. Then there's Moonshot AI with KimiVL A3B, boasting a 128K context window. What does that even mean in practical terms? 128,000.
It's huge. Basically, it's like giving the AI a much bigger memory. It can now keep track of way more information, which means it can understand longer texts, have more in-depth conversations, and even analyze complex code bases with much more accuracy and coherence.
So instead of forgetting what you said 5 minutes ago, it can actually hold an entire novel in its mind, so to speak.
Exactly. And on top of these massive models, we're also seeing a ton of activity in the open source world. You see Berkeley's DeepCoder 14b, for example. That's a powerful coding model that rivals some of the best from OpenAI. It's like the playing field is leveling up right before our eyes.
Yeah, and NVIDIA's not holding back either. They've got Llama 3.1 Nematron Ultra out there, and for image generation, HyDream i1 Dev is making waves as a leading open weights model.
Mm.
Open source really seems to be driving this incredible wave of innovation and accessibility.
It's true. With these advanced AI capabilities becoming more widely available, who knows what kind of amazing applications people will come up with.
Okay, so we've got the brains, but what about the brawn? The hardware side of things is just as crucial, right?
Oh, absolutely. Faster, more powerful hardware is what makes all this AI magic possible in the first place.
And the competition's fierce. Google just announced Ironwood, their seventh generation TPU.
Yeah.
It's like they're going head to head with NVIDIA's Blackwell, which is already posting some seriously impressive benchmark results.
Yeah, numbers are pretty wild. And then you've got companies like Together AI stepping up with their instant GPU clusters, offering up to 64 interconnected NVIDIA GPUs. Talk about raw power at your fingertips. It's like the AI equivalent of having a supercomputer on demand.
That's a pretty good analogy. But hardware is just one piece of the puzzle, right? To actually build and manage these sophisticated AI agents, we need the right tools and platforms.
Right, and that's where things get really interesting. Weights and biases, they're making a big push for better observability when agents are using tools, even launching observable.tools. You got to know what your AI is up to, especially when it's using external resources.
Right. Transparency and accountability are key. And it's not just about monitoring. LangChain highlighted some impressive real-world time savings that companies are seeing using their LangGraph tools like LangGraph Studio and Langsmith. Plus, we're seeing entire platforms spring up, like mymcpspace.com, specifically designed to support agent development.
Yeah, the ecosystem is definitely blossoming. Building AI agents is becoming more accessible, which means we're going to see a whole lot more innovation in this space.
Now, shifting gears a bit, There's been a lot of buzz around how AI is changing the way we learn and the broader conversations happening within the field itself. Anthropic did some research on how university students are using Claude for creative tasks and analysis, and Deep Learning AI just launched a new Python for Data Analytics course. This stuff is being integrated into education at an incredible pace.
It's amazing, isn't it? And then you have these really interesting developments, like Sakana AI's AI-generated research paper that actually passed peer review. That raises some fascinating questions about the future of scientific research.
Yeah, it makes you wonder where the lines are going to be drawn. But it's not all about the big, flashy advancements. People like Jeremy Howard and Spino are sharing super helpful resources and guides for working with LLMs and building agents. And even Runway AI is weighing in on the evolving role of AI code editors. It's great to see this open sharing of knowledge and tools.
Yeah, that open dialogue is crucial. It's how we move forward responsibly and collaboratively.
Okay, so stepping back and looking at the big picture, we've covered a lot of ground here. What are the key takeaways, the big trends that everyone should have on their radar?
Well, it's clear that AI agent collaboration is becoming a major focus. The models themselves are getting ridiculously powerful and more accessible thanks to open source. The hardware race is heating up, and there's this burgeoning ecosystem of tools and learning resources making AI development easier than ever.
It's a lot to keep up with, that's for sure. But it's also incredibly exciting to see how fast things are moving.
Absolutely. Who knows what the next few years will bring?
That's a great question. And for you listening, think about how this growing ability for AI agents to work together might impact your own work or creative endeavors. Maybe check out some of the open source models or agent tools we talked about. There's a whole world of possibilities out there just waiting to be explored.
You got it. And who knows, you might just stumble upon the next big breakthrough.
Or maybe build your own team of AI assistants. The future's looking pretty interesting, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely.
No doubt about it.